Ada and I were here at Stefan Caras' studio. And we're here
already looking.
Yes, we're here to pick up some dresses for the fashion show.
Wow.
This is so nice.
This
Ada,
is amazing.
I think this is the dress I'd like to
your
wear for the
dress?
show. What do you think?
I love it.
You love it?
To find dress for myself.
I know.
I love this dress. It's going to look so beautiful.
Hi, ladies. Welcome.
Hello, nice to see you. Thank you for having us.
Browsing.
Yes. I think she found her dress.
Oh, that's
Yes,
a beautiful piece. It's a
think I
beautiful
did. Yeah, I
piece.
think
Yeah, I
I
love
did.
it. I love it.
And I'm
Well,
going
we
to
have-
look for mine.
You're gonna look for yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Please have a look. Our place is your place.
Oh, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming, and thank you for having me as well.
Well, thank you for dressing us for the show.
Absolutely.
and okay, so let's talk about you. Like, please tell us more about the Caras brand and what it represents.
Well, I mean, we've been established here in Toronto for over 20 years now as a couture house, high-end ladies fashion, luxurious brand that focuses on well-made and tailored, timeless pieces, elegant, feminine, always kind of pushing the box, always adding that touch of drama. But, you know, we always want to stay true to our philosophy of design, which is keeping things feminine, you know, evoking some kind of emotion, really having people connect with our pieces in a way that maybe they're not used to or they haven't seen out there. So we're always trying to test it in that way and work really hard towards that.
Oh, I love that. And this piece is exquisite. Can you tell me your inspiration behind this dress?
This piece actually was inspired by the butterfly tales. It's a Chinese fairy tale about two friends that grew up. It was a young girl and a young boy, and the girl wanted to go to school, but she had to dress up as a boy in order to go, so they became best friends. The boy didn't know that it was a young girl. And they grew up together, and she never revealed that she was a girl. And they were separated for some time, and after they reunited, she eventually approached her friend and told him that she was in fact a girl, and he realized then that they were a lot more than just friends. So the whole tale, I mean, it's a long tale, but in the end what they end up doing is reuniting as butterflies. So the whole inspiration behind that is that fairy tale story. So we created this kind of butterfly mood. Yeah. So we hand placed all these bows on the lace and created kind of that mood of a fairy tale, a butterfly fairy tale. It's very ethereal, very feminine kind of story of love and you know, happiness.
Welcome to Kitchen Party with Grego and Ada. I'm so excited because number one, we have amazing guest, philanthropist, author of Hire, Charles Hanna, and great cook. I know that for a fact.
And we have a fashion show by Canadian designer Stefan Caras.
Are we wearing his outfits right now?
We are.
Can I do like a little spin?
Yes, we would. And we are also having a special performance by musician Jordan Hart.
Oh, it's going to be an amazing show. And I also want to mention, we have to really perform today because little information and recipe, your recipe is going to be in this beautiful magazine, Living Lux magazine. So we really have to do well. No pressure, Charles.
None.
Should we cheer?
We should.
Cheer for our
Cheers.
gracious host. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for hosting us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your home
Always
is
lovely. Thank you so much. for having
Beautiful,
you. So
beautiful
welcome
house,
here.
beautiful person.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Yeah.
And by the way, you look pretty dashing too, Charles.
Well, thank you. I'm sure I don't stand up in the middle of you, but I'm taller.
And by the way, this is how we always cook. This is how we cook.
Listen, Ada, like,
I'm a bit underdressed today for cooking, but
did you like ever imagine in your life cooking in a haute couture dress? No? I mean, this is pretty
dream
fun. This
come
is pretty
true.
cool. Yes,
Well,
it
it's
is.
important because if the salsa sprays, you won't see it.
Right. Okay, so what are we
Let's start
making?
cooking. What are we making?
Well, we are making one of my favorite fast meals. And this is one thing, by the way, I like about cooking. It's got to be fast. If you cannot do it in
Thank you.
20 minutes, 25 minutes, you're spending too much time on it, unless it's a special dish and so on. So I am making lamb chops today, and with pasta, angel hair pasta, and something that I'm introducing for the first time is called sea asparagus. Everybody knows sea asparagus, that's in the West Coast, East Coast. But to actually have it mixed in the pasta is kind of a unique recipe that I am kind of invented, and I think you will like it very much.
Ooh, it sounds delicious.
I think that's why we're getting along. It's a fast cooking. I love the idea.
Yes.
Quick, easy.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
fashion.
Beginning
delicious.
to end, 20 minutes.
Love it.
everything.
Okay, let's start.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm just going to take a small bunch of pasta.
Okay.
Okay. And I have my water here that's been
Oh, it's
I put
boiling.
it on. It's almost boiling. I'll just increase the heat. I'll cut this in two. Put it in. Nice thing about capellini that I like is it takes about 6-7 minutes to cook. So it's very, very fast.
Okay.
And while it's doing that, I should have actually started the barbecue for the lambs.
So
But
you're not marinating the lambs.
I will, and I'll show you how.
Oh,
Actually, in a
okay.
very simple way.
Yes.
First of all, I like to buy the rack of lamb whole. And I
Okay.
cut it myself. And I just had the chance right now to just cut it between the bones. It's actually very easy to cut. But for some reason, I find it tastes different when you're just cutting it fresh.
Okay.
And because it's also fresh, it absorbs the herbs a lot better. And you know, you'll be surprised, but I just use plain onion salt.
Yes, I did. I did the same
Really?
at home. Yeah.
And I just will sprinkle it on a bit generously.
Yeah.
And you'll see from the cut of the lamb, I like to have some marbleization in it, because that fat actually melts, but it makes it very, very juicy. But if you like more lean, you can choose the other side of the rack.
Less fat.
And if you
Interesting,
and if you buy them ready cut, you can choose exactly which cuts you like.
And feel the heat.
Oh.
Very. I'm like, not my hair. Like I have a lot of spray that I'm like,
Maybe you should go on the side, Grego.
So I'm gonna place
Okay,
them.
let's see. Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you cook them medium rare.
I cook them lamb medium. Everything else is medium rare.
Okay.
But for lamb, you go medium.
All right.
And how long each side do you cook?
It's probably around 4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes. Okay.
And you have to change it so you can get the square
Oh, yes.
sign.
the
Oh,
rice.
okay. So you're
I
very
will
specific.
turn on the fan. All right, so here are the lamb chops. Now, I will give you a couple of tips as far as how you barbecue them. The last thing you want to do is barbecue on medium heat for a long period of time. That's one sure way to make the meat to be very tough
Oh, okay.
and not juicy. So what I like to do is I like to singe the lamb chops without burning them. So I have them at fairly high heat, medium high to almost very high. And I put them on one side and I get the marks of the grill. Then I'll turn them 90 degrees. And I just leave them like for a couple of minutes each side. Turn them over and you can tell by the color. It's just perfection.
I
And
can't
it's very
concentrate anymore. I need to have one piece.
simple. Smell.
Yes. Really smells so
Yeah, it
good,
does smell
so
good.
good.
In the meantime, the pasta's finished.
Okay.
And we have
Yes.
it drained.
Yeah.
So now we're going to make the mix with the sea asparagus.
Okay.
So the first thing we'll do, we'll come here.
And are you using oil or butter?
You can, to your taste.
Okay.
Butter, of course, always tastes better, but if you cannot eat butter, you can
do
use
olive
oil.
oil, okay.
Yeah. So I'm not going to use too much butter, and you can accent it with oil if you want.
I love that
Okay.
sound, that
So you can do
sizzling
50-50.
sound
Isn't
of
it
butter.
beautiful?
And the smell of Greg, I'm like, that's heaven.
I'm going to add,
Oh,
I know maybe you don't like spices, but
Oh, we
if you
do.
then
I
this
do.
is the time you add
I do too.
just a tiny amount.
Okay.
Okay.
This is very hot. You don't need much more. Okay, so if you say I do, I'll challenge you. And then I'm going to use some crushed garlic. Just a
it's getting better
little
and
bit
better.
of crushed garlic. Not
Okay.
much. Just like half a teaspoon.
Wow.
And then I want to add a little bit of white truffle oil.
Oh,
That's going to be so good. And look, I'm so ready. I'm like, wow.
Okay. And then we're going to saute it for a while. So it's all mixed and hot.
Wow.
I know.
We both like,
And then I'll take a bunch.
no,
Of
pasta.
extra.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. This much. Remain crunchy. So basically, I'm leaving it almost
just to coat.
just less than a minute.
So this is the sauce for the pasta, basically.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
I see.
I'm so
And
making
I'll
this
turn
next
the
weekend.
Heat up,
I know. Me too.
and then I'll just combine it.
Wow. Wow. So simple.
Yeah. That was easy.
Yeah. I
Very
really like your
easy.
cooking, Charles.
And that's what I like about cooking. Very simple, very quick. That way you're never too lazy to do it.
Yeah, you're
You can
right.
always make it for your children, for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just so easy and delicious. And the secret of it is you don't introduce too many sophisticated tastes to it. I don't like all these like sauces that have 15,000 ingredients in them and so on.
You're right.
You want to
Simple.
taste the purity of the meat. You want to taste the purity of the pasta and the asparagus and so on.
Can we try it?
Yeah.
We both. Can we try it?
There
Oh,
you go.
yes. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. You're very passionate about
Grab some-
cooking. I'm just
Yeah.
going
I don't know. Wonder you're so small. You had one pasta and one asparagus.
So good.
Is it?
Charles, amazing. No.
Delicious. Delicious.
I want to ask you a question. Because we both, Grego and I, we read your book and we really, really recommend it for everybody to get a copy. What inspired you to actually write a book? Higher. Oh, there is a story behind. I can see.
We all have different paths in life, and we both learn unique lessons because of our unique path in life. And I think the one thing that you leave behind is you pass on the lessons that you've learned in your unique life path. I've had a very unique life path. It's been up and down and left and right, and I've experienced, you know, being born in a different culture, coming here, extreme success, extreme failure, dropping, and then extreme success again. And through that process, I've learned to see the world differently and people from different sides. And this is the combination of what I've learned in my life. And I'm hoping that it helps a lot of people, especially people that are finding themselves either, you know, depressed or anxious, or even those that have lost the joie de vivre about life. Life should be amazing, should be,
Yeah.
and not just because you can look so beautiful. Even material things are nice, but you realize from what I write in this book that that's just the fluff. That the real treasure are the things that we have, like being alive, being free, having, you know, a purpose, having the ability to taste and see and talk to people and fall in love and travel and so on. Those are worth more than all the money in the world. And if you cannot enjoy that to the maximum today, there's nothing
Right.
more you can ever get that will make a difference. And that's what I'm hoping to convey with this book.
Thank you so much, Charles. It was wonderful. And
I really enjoyed
thank
doing
you
that
for
with you. Thank you
hosting
so
us.
much, and you're so welcome in my home.
Thank you. We really appreciate, but we're expecting a lot of
yeah, the
guests.
party is just starting, so I think we should see the girls born on the 6th to
Yes,
see how
they're
they're
helping
doing.
us to prepare some food because otherwise we will spend
not gonna
half a
have
night
enough.
in the kitchen and we
We need
won't.
more food.
We definitely need more food.
Okay, so do you want to go see?
Yeah, let's
okay,
go,
Perfect.
let's go.
So we'll come back and we'll do the
I'll
dishes.
just wait here for you.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, I don't
Look
know
at
what to
this.
say. I don't know what to say.
Spectacular.
This is amazing.
Hi, Felisa. Hi, Sarah.
Girls, how
Wow.
did you end up with this concept? This is.
It's spectacular.
I don't know what to
I've never
say.
seen this. Like,
Thank you. We've always been passionate about like hosting events for family and friends. So we love food styling and to be creative.
and what is about 6 born in the 6 that you are most proud
Tongue
of?
twister.
But yeah.
Honestly, first and foremost, like you just said, 2 female entrepreneurs, like
Yeah.
that's born in the 6.
Right.
2 friends, we put our
That's the
strengths
idea.
together.
Two friends.
Exactly. We put our strengths together, we feed off of each other, and we just
kind of divulge into pouring out our creativity, and we're just proud that people are welcoming that creativity and giving us the honor of hosting their events for them. Our cheeses actually come from a cheese factory in Woodbridge, Ontario. And this delicious popcorn, you guys have to try this.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
This delicious popcorn is alcohol infused with champagne.
I'm having one right now. Okay.
And it's from Eat Table in Toronto, also local.
super.
They have all these amazing different alcohol
This is so-
flavors.
It tastes like
So good. You guys
Are you
stirred up
kidding me?
coffee? It's
This
so
is
good.
amazing.
It is amazing.
I'm addicted now. This is good. You know what? I don't know what to say, but this table looks like art. You know what? Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
And I hope you can enjoy party with us.
Of course I am. That's the best part about this show.
What to do? Yeah.
Thank you. Bye, girls. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Hart.
She goes, oh, there she goes again. She's dancing in and out of my head again. Dancing in and out of my head. There she goes. I've been known for far too many thoughts inside my head. I don't even know what I've been thinking about these days. All I know is you. I've been all waiting, I'll wait for you. In every little thing I see you. 'Cause I've been waiting, I'm waiting for you. I've been waiting, I'm waiting for you. Waiting, I've been waiting up, waiting up. I'll wait for you. Waiting up, waiting up. For you. Waiting up, waiting up. 'Cause I've been waiting up, waiting for you. I've been waiting up, waiting for you. And every little thing I see you.
so much.
Jordan Hart.
One more time, yes.
Please tell us about this song.
So this song is special to me because it was the first song that I wrote in a very auspicious way. I just had, my fiance Emily Schultz is also an incredible songwriter, and the two of us were hanging out one night. We got a little wine drunk. And we had created this chord progression, a very simple chord progression that's used all over the world, many different popular songs. And we just wanted to experiment with improvisation and how that could lead into a song. And so we decided to take turns improvising over the mic, recording what we would improvise, and later we would kind of take the best moments of the improvisation. But I had just been told actually that my mother had been diagnosed with MS and was feeling that very, very strongly in this moment. And so I sort of allowed that to fill me up and just lost myself in that emotion and sang that song exactly as you just heard it, verse, chorus, without writing anything down, without writing any of the melodies previously, just as an improvisation. And so it's special to me because it was really a spur of the moment, authentic example of how I was feeling in that moment.
But we felt it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and we want to also thank you, Charles, for being such a gracious host. Thank you, Charles, and everybody else who come. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm sure you're going to do amazing.
And thank you to Stephen Caras and the models for dressing up for the fashion show.
Thank you all. Thank you everybody who came today to support us.
Thank you everybody, and thank you Ada. It was a fun
oh my goodness.
show. We did it. Yes.
Ada, my BFF.
Yes.
Grego, beautiful girl. I have a special surprise for you. Special surprise.
Goodness, how are you? I'm here to do something special for you. So come on, let's go. I want to sing something. That's okay. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Oh my God. And then Jordan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Hanna and Grego. Happy birthday to you. Let's do one more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hanna and Grego. Happy birthday to everybody, ready? To
Who did this?